Good evening, everybody.
Hey, what's going on, James?
Good evening.
The meeting will please come to order. Hello, everyone. Today is Thursday, May the 6th. I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening for our meeting. My name is Trippy Congo, City Council President. Just as a friendly reminder, for public comment, there is a Google form sign-up link in the chat for anyone who would like to speak, and public comment will take place after non-legislative business. At this time, we will have the opening prayer by Akira Granado.
Heavenly Father, we have assembled to handle the affairs of our city. As we do so, we ask for your guidance and understanding. We pray that our city reaches a place of peace and safety. Keep us out of harm's way and bless those who are in authority. Let respect be key in all our endeavors. Amen.
Amen. At this time, we will recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
Allegiance to the
Flag
flag
of
United
the
States
United States of America,
America,
Republic,
and to the republic for which it
which it
stands,
One
one nation,
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
with
with liberty and justice for all.
the clerk will please now call the roll.
Councilwoman Gray,
Present.
Councilwoman Darby, Councilwoman Darby, Councilwoman Oliver,
Present.
Councilwoman Harley, Councilwoman Fields,
Present.
Councilwoman McCoy,
Here.
Councilman Johnson, Councilman Johnson, Councilman Field,
Present.
Councilwoman Cabrera,
Present.
Councilwoman Dixon,
Present.
Councilman Spadola,
present.
Councilwoman Walsh,
here,
President Congo,
Here,
Councilwoman Darby, ten present, 3 absent.
This time we will have the reading of the previous minutes.
April 15th, 2021, City Council met in virtual regular session on the above date at 6:30 p.m. President Ernest M. Congo II presiding. The opening prayer was done by Akira Granardo, Deputy Clerk. The Pledge of Allegiance was recited by council. The
I move that the
following,
minutes be accepted as written.
second,
It's been properly moved and second that the minutes be accepted as written. On the question, all in favor signify by saying aye.
aye,
Any opposed? Motion carried. This time we'll have the city treasurer's report.
May 6th, 2021, total investments, $141,536,416. Total cash on hand, $10,954,102.61. Grand total, $152,490,518.61. Submitted Dwayne Sims, City Treasurer.
I move that the treasurer's report be received, recorded, and filed.
Second.
second,
It's been properly moved and second that the treasury report be received, recorded, and filed. On the question, all in favor signify by saying aye.
aye,
Any opposed? Motion carried. I'll accept the motion to accept all non-legislative business.
So moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second to accept all non-legislative business. On the question, all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carried. All right, we do have a few recognitions for this evening. Council members, if you can raise your hands, please, so I can acknowledge if you want to, in what order we're gonna do our recognitions. Councilmember McCoy.
Okay, thank you, President. Okay, I actually have two recognitions. I would like to start with the retirement for Miss Charlotte Miller Lacey. Just wanted to make certain she was actually already on.
Councilwoman, she is on.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you. So Ms. Lacey, this is basically to wish her well on her retirement. Whereas it is the sense of City Council to honor individuals and organizations who have demonstrated outstanding achievement and deserving of recognition and acknowledgement. And whereas Charlotte Miller Lacey has retired after dedicating 10 years of service to the staff and students of Pathways of Delaware's Parkway Academy North. And whereas Charlotte, known as Mighty Mighty, held the position of Director of Students under the leadership of Principal Kenneth Cunningham. Her dedication to the youth of the community has always kept her at the forefront as she worked hard to ensure that at-risk youth had a haven and somewhere to call home. And whereas she has learned that the Jackson Street Boys and Girls Club was closing, Charlotte worked with the Hedgeville community to create an after-school space in the gym for neighborhood youth after the center closed. She and her husband made sure that the gym was available after school and during the summer, the times when the youth needed it most. And whereas Charlotte founded the Youth Empowerment Center while working at Parkway Academy and continues to serve the community through cleanups and other acts of service. She serves as a role model for city youth that there are many ways to be involved in care for our community. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Council of the City of Wilmington that this council is pleased to commend Charlotte Miller Lacey for the outstanding commitment and dedication of service that she provides to the local community and wish her all the best in her new journey. Thank you so much, Ms. Charlotte, for all that you have done, not just 6th District, but getting the young ladies of the city of Wilmington together, I guess with your program now, that you're still not really retired. You're doing much, much more. But everything that you've done with Parkway Academy North, we commend you. We salute you.
Thank you so much, Councilwoman McCoy. I truly appreciate this. I tell you, it is such an honor. It is such an honor to have been retired from Parkway Academy. I don't know a place that I have ever worked at that fulfills you, mind, body, and spirit. I have been so blessed to be a part of Parkway Academy, the mighty, mighty Parkway Academy, under the leadership of the awesome Kenneth Cunningham Jr. I can't say enough about that program that's there and about Parkway in the community of Hedgeville. They've opened up their doors. So we've brought the community in the school and the school out to the community. It is just an honor, I'm telling you, to receive this. And I can't talk about them enough and what they're doing in the community and the staff that's there. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And Mr. President, I do have another resolution to present.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and this resolution actually is for another educator. There's a theme going on this evening, because if you're not aware, this is Teachers Appreciation Week. This is for Yakira Torres, Principal Yakira Torres from Nativity Prep. Whereas it is the sense of City Council to honor individuals and organizations who have demonstrated outstanding achievement and deserving of recognition and acknowledgement. And whereas teachers across the country have been recognized during Teachers Appreciation Week since 1953, this year, from May 3rd through the 7th of 2021, it is even more important to recognize those who have remained committed, educating our youth during the COVID-19 pandemic. And whereas educators often go unnoticed for their selfless care of the children in our communities, Wilmington-based educators who serve the youth, our future leaders, often provide critical, life-changing, and life-saving services. Ms. Yakira Torres, principal of the Nativity Preparatory School in the 6th District, is one such person. She joined our community in 2018 and has been instrumental in connecting with the students and networking with administrators, bringing new and fresh ideas to the school and strengthening the school's spirit of community and inclusivity. And whereas Nativity Prep is a tuition-free all-male Catholic middle school, its mission is to serve and educate young men, regardless of their religion, culture, or background, to help them reach their full potential. Principal Torres' commitment to supporting the individual needs of Nativity Prep students is a real-life example of the school's mission. The dedication of their staff to aid and empower these young men in finding and cultivating their God-given talents and gifts to develop and grow into servant leaders is desperately needed and greatly appreciated. Whereas the Nativity Preparatory School's pledge is that every student commit each day to one built on integrity and pride, a community of selflessness, respect, dignity, responsibility, and service. In this spirit, Nativity Prep teachers help grow the future leaders, movers, and shakers of this city and state. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Council of the City of Wilmington that this council is pleased to commend the Nativity Preparatory School principal, Ms. Torres, and its teachers for the outstanding commitment and dedicated service they provide to our community. We honor them today during Teachers Appreciation Week and every day. Thank you so much, Ms. Torres.
Yolanda and esteemed members of the City Council, thank you for the invitation to accept this resolution. And on behalf of Nativity Prep Wilmington and teachers everywhere, Teacher Appreciation Week is a national celebration highlighting the grit, creativity, commitment, and drive of individuals in one of the most difficult, deeply gratifying, heartbreaking, and uplifting professions in the world. For educators, the past 14 months have had us swinging on a pendulum, rocking between joy and despair, tethered by deep faith and unrelenting hope. We were lauded as heroes at the beginning of a global pandemic, and were celebrated for our creativity and ingenuity and compassion as we navigated the intricacies of distance learning for ourselves, our students, and their families. We could not have imagined what was coming, but we all knew that it would transform our careers and our lives forever. As the principal of a tuition-free Catholic middle school for boys located at the crux of the Browntown, Hedgeville, and Hilltop neighborhoods, I could feel the rumbling of poverty, underrepresentation, and systemic racism rearing their ugly heads as a lack of resources, funding, and training would soon expose just how deep the side effects of injustice go in Wilmington, Delaware, and beyond. On March 13th, 2020, the clock was ticking louder than usual at Nativity Prep and every school across the world. Some of our families did not have access to the basic human right of reliable internet. Others could not provide their students with dependable technology for distance learning, and all of them were about to experience firsthand the level of resilience required in order to accomplish our daily responsibilities as teachers. We did exactly what educators do day in and day out. We faced the challenges head on, and we did the best we could with what we had. Through the celebration of our strengths behind a screen, through the criticism of our weakness for fear of our safety, through breakthroughs and breakdowns, we did that, and we're still doing it. Nativity Prep has been open every day since September for in-person instruction using a hybrid model, and to all of our students since April. Our small class sizes and strong donor base have been nothing short of a blessing. At 1515 Linden Street, we take nothing for granted, especially the faculty and staff that give our young men access to any and every opportunity to become intellectually competent, athletically competitive, spiritually motivated, and emotionally aware of who they are and who will they become for their socioeconomic mobility of their families and for the betterment of our community. While it is an honor to speak with all of you tonight, this principal has to make her way over to another Zoom meeting where Nativity Prep is celebrating our biggest annual fundraiser, Ignite the Night. As I'm sure most of you know, the work never stops, and we will always find the strength to keep moving forward. Thank you, Yolanda, and thank you, City Council.
Thank you so much, Principal Torres and Ms. Miller-Lacey. Two educators that are right here in my district. My child actually knows each one of you personally. He is attending Nativity Prep, and I actually looked into that school before Ms. Torres actually got here. So I already knew all of the great things that were happening at that school. And I'm just so glad that my child has been able to connect with these great educators. So thank you again. And this is that week that we really need to appreciate our teachers. Thank you so much. And we're going to make certain that you receive your resolutions.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Councilwoman McCoy. Thank you for recognizing well-deserving leaders in our community. Councilwoman Fields.
Thank you, Council President. I think Councilwoman at Large, Councilwoman Loretta Walsh was first.
Yeah, she's gonna go last.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Council President. Yes, I would like to recognize the National Mental Health Awareness Month. And I would like to recognize Sisters Supporting Sisters. Whereas Wilmington City Council wishes to recognize the purpose and local organizers of Sisters Supporting Sisters organization for bringing increased awareness of and support services around the serious mental health issues that affect the lives of citizens in Wilmington and the entire state. And whereas Sisters Supporting Sisters have brought awareness to the issues of mental health among women and families by creating services to address the stress and anxiety of the global pandemic amid the countless pre-existing social and health disparities within our communities. As evident through recent studies, Black communities have been disproportionately impacted by the COVID-19 epidemic, especially women. And whereas Sisters Supporting Sisters was created by a group of women who were engulfed by the stress of family, work, and relationships, who deserve to make a change for the better, These sister friends created a safe place for vulnerability, self-care, and safety among Black women in their community by participating in activities that all taught effective management of stress, anxiety, and depressive feelings while inducing wellness and health activities. And whereas these sister friends have implemented an anxiety, depression, and relief walkathon, hosted empowerment brunches, administered art programs for youth, and donated and celebrated many initiatives throughout Wilmington. The events teach women to put themselves first while promoting better mental health and community engagement. And whereas the month of May is recognized as National Mental Health Month, a month-long initiative to advance mental health awareness, services, and supports across the country. Now, therefore, it be resolved by the Council of the City of Wilmington that this council is pleased to commend Sister Supporting Sisters for the outstanding commitment and dedication of service that they provide to our local community. Thank you, Council President. I believe that the members of Sister Supporting Sisters are here. That's Shayna, she's here, and I'm not sure if the other ladies are here, but I just want to say that these ladies are very inspiring. They do their walks. They put it on live, and when she sees me on there, she's like, come on, Councilwoman Fields, and I'm like, I'll catch you another day. But they do it on Saturdays, and I just really commend them because we as Black women, we need that outlet. And go ahead, Shayna. You go ahead and tell them.
So much, Councilwoman, and all the other council members. I'm almost like shocked that we're even being recognized by the city, considering we're not even a year old yet. We have just decided that during the pandemic, it was just our time to focus on ourselves. The world has always been very demanding of Black women, and we just took it upon ourselves to take our time back and kidnap our own joy, give ourselves permission to handle our stress and manage it in the way that feels good to us. And that's by ourselves. A lot of times we're so encouraged to do everything for everybody and with everyone. And this time we decided, no, that's not for us. We're going to do this ourselves. So what we did, collectively put together the Walkathon, where we go from the Jack Markell Trail at the beginning, and we walk all the way to Battery Park for the 7-mile stretch. We talk, we give resources for women to deal with stress and anxiety. We just congregate with each other and kind of just hold space for one another to be there and relief of depression and stress, which a lot of women felt during that time of COVID, being isolated from one another. And we just wanted to make sure that everybody was taken care of in some way. I don't know why somebody's mowing the lawn right now, but sorry for the noise. I'm not sure if Tawana is on here. She's one of the founding members of the organization. I'm not sure if she could see us, but I'd like to give her some opportunity to speak as well. But thank you once again for the resolution. We truly appreciate the work that you're doing, Councilwoman Fields, and all of you. In some respects, we service all kinds of areas in the community, but we do appreciate you recognizing us.
Thank you. Is she on there, WITN?
Hi everyone. My name is Tawana Gooden. I am the executive director here at Sister Supporting Sisters. And Shayna kind of said a mouthful. She kind of said everything that we've been doing within the community. I just wanted to say thank you for having us on your platform and being able to acknowledge us for the service that we have been doing here in Wilmington. I also wanted to just acknowledge that we are celebrating our 1-year anniversary of being in service, and that we've been able to help over 100 women and children with anxiety and depression relief. So this recognition is definitely an honor for us. And overall, we're building the narrative of sisterhood through mental wellness and just providing a safe place for the women of our community to be transparent, heal from trauma, and with balance and peace. Just a little bit, some of our goals include having meaningful conversations about economic literacy, wellness programs, advocating for women's health care, and just unity. So definitely, thank you for having us on. We look forward to more service within the community, and definitely looking forward to working with some of you council members. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you, Council President. That's it.
I'd like to recognize Councilmember Darby. And please mark her present. And Councilmember Gray. I think you have a comment.
Yes, thank you, President Congo. I just want to compliment them. I mean, I was not aware of their program, but I am just really, really impressed. What I call what they're doing is self-nurturing, and I really think the community needs it. COVID was so impactful, especially to the Black community. So I just wanted to compliment them, and I hope they keep going, and I hope they're well supported. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Councilwoman Gray. Councilwoman Oliver.
Thank you. I'd just like to echo what my council members have said. And you ladies just keep up the good work. Sister Support and Sister, great organization. Hear a lot of good things about you. Look forward to seeing you continue doing the great work you're doing out in the community. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilwoman Oliver. All right, Councilwoman Fields, did you have any other recognitions?
No, that is it for tonight. Thank you.
All right, thank you. At this time, before we go to Councilwoman Walsh, I'm just going to read, just recognize some other sympathy resolutions that we have from all of council. We have sympathy recognitions for Leroy Daniels, also for Jack Manlove and Delicia C. Johnson Gore. Also a recognition from all of council for the Housing Opportunities of Northern Delaware, the annual Fair Housing Month. From Councilwoman Oliver, sympathy recognitions for Letitia Hill, Dennis H. Melton Jr., Diane Montague, Annette Boyd, and Phyllis Weiss. And from Councilmember Harley, a sympathy recognition for Ernestine Tina Pratcher Waterman. At this time, Councilwoman Walsh.
Thank you, Mr. President. And thank you for allowing us to go off script with this a little bit. As we all know, this resignation came as a surprise to many because it was just recently submitted to the mayor, recently meaning yesterday, I believe. So I'm not going to get into the whereases that much, but I would like to speak about the man a little bit. And that is, and then other council members, if they would like to jump in, that is fine. I'm not sure how many people know that our current Fire Chief, Michael Donahue, is the son of a former fire chief. And we hear a lot of talk these days about people getting special treatment here, people getting special treatment there. And that's why I thought it was so critical tonight to bring up this man's personal background. He is the son of a former fire chief. He's a son who joined the Wilmington Fire Department in 1983. And he didn't make lieutenant until 1994. It's 11 years. Obviously, he didn't have a whole lot of influence as to what was going on during their some of the programs that they had down the fire department then. He made a captain in 1999, and in 2001, a little known fact that most people forget is that we had a new mayor in 2001, and at that point, Mr. Donahue was offered the chief of police's job. And this is why I grew to admire him so much. The mayor offered him the position of fire chief, and he turned him down. And the reason he turned him down, he said he wasn't ready. He thought he had far more experience that he needed to get, and he was going to stay where he was and get that experience. Not many young men or women would ever turn down a promotion like that, not just for the prestige and the title, but also for the amount of a lot more money he could have been making. And that was in 2001. So he stayed on and he continued working, and he worked his way up the ranks until he did become chief of our city. And when he became chief, he does have a record that isn't long enough for this. That's way too long for a simple resolution. But in the course of his career on the fire department, he has stopped the rolling bypasses. He's renovated several of the firehouses. He got real physical fitness equipment put into stations. He boosted their staffing levels. He brought their equipment up to date, including a very, I think, important piece of equipment, which is sub-containers for breathing equipment for the firefighters. They put on thousands of CO and smoke detector were put through in houses throughout our city. As was already mentioned, his father was a fire chief here. He had a brother who was an inspector on the police department, and he now has a daughter who is on the police department. They live in the city. He is the epitome of somebody who is the old city way. He stayed in the city. His family's in the city. His children are obviously even staying the same as his daughter in the police department. And I think he's a man that all of our hats should be tipped to for giving us the amount of time that he has given us to his service to our city. And with that, I will turn it back to you, Mr. President.
All right, thank you, Councilwoman Walsh. Chief.
Yes, sir, Mr. President.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much. It's hard to, it's very humbling. It's very humbling to hear those words. I just don't know how to describe how I feel. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve the citizens of Wilmington as a firefighter. I love being a firefighter. Being the chief was just icing on the cake of my career. But for the last 4.5 years, I tried to push this department forward. 38 years is a long time, but I still love the job. I don't miss work. I come in here every day to do the job, but it's time. I think I owe my wife. She's been sleeping with a radio next to the bed for the last 12 years, phone calls, fires, jumping up in the middle of the night. I got grandkids and they're only going to be small once. So I just thought it was time. There was some things I wanted to accomplish and I got to do that. And I just want to thank you, Council President, Councilwoman Walsh, and Council for this honor. And it's just been a tremendous career and a truly tremendous honor to serve the citizens of this city. I've lived in this city all my life, and I won't be going anywhere soon. So again, thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilwoman Cabrera.
Chief, I just got to tell you that when I heard the news and then I read the email, oh, my heart was splintered because I'm like, no, he's leaving on my watch. But you deserve it, you earn it. And I think giving that explanation at the end was very thoughtful because you know what? Your family does deserve to be around you, and children do grow up very, very fast. And your wife deserves, to have you by her side. And that's the only reason I'm going to let you go. But I'm saddened because you've just been such a wonderful, wonderful leader in our city. And I've watched you grow up through those ranks, having worked with Mayor Sills and the events that you worked. And I appreciate the professionalism all the time. You are truly a gentleman, and we are so thankful on behalf of the city of Wilmington for your service. So I just want to say I'm happy for you, but my heart is still broken. But I wish you the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you for those kind words.
Thank you again, Chief, for your service, and congratulations, and enjoy it.
I'm going to try. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I'm going to try. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. I think that does conclude all of our recognitions for this evening. So at this time, we are going to go into public comment. This is just a friendly reminder that for public comment, there is a Google form sign up link in the chat for those who would like to speak. The time limit is 3 minutes. Please keep your comments relevant to what is on tonight's agenda, and please only direct your comments to me. And when your time is around, when you have around 30 seconds left, I will also give you a friendly reminder. At this time, we have Cynthia Ferguson.
Mr. President,
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to return to legislative business.
No.
We're still in public comment.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So the person, she's going to be seeking public comment. Then we'll go back to legislative business.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like, yeah, I heard them
All
leaving. I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's okay. All right. Miss Cynthia Ferguson?
I don't think she's here, Council President.
No? Okay. All right. We'll circle back if she comes back online. Stacy Fox. Stacy Fox?
I think she's also left.
Okay. Laura Wilburn? I do believe I see her name, Laura Wilburn.
Yes, hi, I'm here. Mr. President, my comments don't pertain directly to agenda items, but they do to other city business. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. Ready when you are.
Yes, we're ready.
Okay, great. Hi, my name is Laura Wilburn. I'm the Executive Director of Urban Bike Project and a resident of 2nd District. Thank you, Mr. President, for having me tonight. I'm here actually speaking on behalf of a coalition of about 12 different organizations and community members who are working on an initiative called Open Streets Wilmington. And I wanted to share this with you. Open Streets Wilmington promotes health and well-being for Wilmington residents, especially providing opportunities for physical activity and reconnection, which we feel is ever important right now as we continue to work through the challenges of COVID-19. It's a simple concept. We close down the streets, a street to motor vehicle traffic. And in doing so, we transform that street into a mobile neighborhood park where residents can come out, enjoy time together, reconnect, check out local businesses, and enjoy outdoor active recreation in a space that is safe and accessible for all ages and all abilities. You can take your kids for a walk or a bike ride. You can take your grandparents for a walk or a bike ride. Additionally, we'll be providing a variety of resources for healthy living to Wilmington residents, including cooking demos and produce giveaways, courtesy of the food bank, outdoor fitness classes, COVID vaccinations and testing, and much more. We view this initiative as a great opportunity to build on other successful initiatives such as Play Streets and Curbside Wilmington that have happened here in the city. And I'm just here to invite you, Mr. President, and all of City Council to share your feedback with us. We would love to hear from you. If you have any ideas for how we can create a more inclusive and meaningful event for Wilmington residents, we'd like to hear if you have ideas for neighborhoods where we could bring this event. We'll be providing events throughout the summer and into the fall in different neighborhoods, and would just generally like to partner with you if there's any ways that you all can think of that we can help bring health and well-being to Wilmington residents. Please do reach out. I'm hoping that you received Claire Hamilton's email. She's with Westside Grows Together, one of our partners on the initiative. She emailed earlier today, and you should have her contact information as well as mine through that email. And so please do reach out with any and all ideas or feedback. We look forward to working with you, and thank you so much for the time tonight.
Thank you, Ms. Wilburn. Can you give the community who may be watching or listening your organization's contact information?
Yeah, certainly. So for more information on Open Streets Wilmington, we have a website that's openstreetswilmington.org. And the email address is openstreetswilmington@urbanbikeproject.org.
Okay, all right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Miss Erin Goldner. Erin Goldner.
Mr. President, I believe she left as well.
Okay. All right, thank you. Lilia Fields. Lilia Fields. I don't see her on here, so we'll circle back to Cynthia Ferguson and Stacy Fox. Just don't want to pass anybody. Well, okay.
I don't see any of the outstanding public comment signees.
Okay, all right, thank you. I do want to thank Ms. Wilburn and everyone from the public who was tuning in. As always, we do welcome your public comments here at City Council. Just want to appreciate you and thank you for your feedback. Please continue to engage with us. At this time, I don't believe that we need a motion to go into legislative business.
Yes, we do. We do. So we make a motion to return to legislative business.
Actually, it don't.
We don't. No, we don't need.
No,
No, we don't.
He never started regular business.
Okay.
No, we don't need a motion. So at this time, we will go into legislative business. Councilmember Gray. Councilmember Gray.
Nothing
Councilmember.
this evening, Mr. Chair.
All right, thank you. Councilmember Darby.
Yes, good evening, Chair. I do have something for this evening. Mr. President, I have an ordinance to present and call for the first and second reading.
Okay.
Ordinance number 21-024, agenda number 0057, an ordinance to amend Chapter 5 of the City Code to require buyers of residential rental property to pay business license fees at property settlement.
Mr.
First
President,
reading,
I move.
First reading of the ordinance.
An ordinance to amend Chapter 5 of the City Code to require buyers of residential rental property to pay business license fees at property settlement.
Second reading of the ordinance.
Mr. President, I move that be known as the first and second reading of the ordinance and refer it to the Finance and Economic Development Committee.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that be known as the first and second reading of the ordinance and referred to the Finance and Economic Development Committee.
All right, thank you, Chair. I have nothing else on the agenda.
Okay. Councilmember Oliver.
No, I don't have anything this evening, Mr. President.
Thank you. Councilmember Fields.
Yes, Mr. President. I have an ordinance to present and call for the first and second reading. She's on mute.
Kira, I think you're on mute.
Sorry. Ordinance number 21-025, agenda number 0059. An ordinance to authorize and approve an educational access channel agreement contract 22009 CCPS between the City of Wilmington and the Red Clay Consolidated School District.
First reading of the ordinance.
An ordinance to authorize and approve an educational access channel agreement contract 22009 CCPS between the City of Wilmington and the Red Clay Consolidated School District.
Second reading of the ordinance.
Mr. President, I move Mr. President, I move that be known as the first and second reading of the ordinance, and I refer to the Education, Youth, and Family Service Committee.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that be known as the first and second reading of the ordinance and referred to the Education, Youth, and Family Services Committee.
That's all I have for tonight, Council President. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Fields. Councilwoman McCoy.
Nothing tonight, Mr. President.
Councilman Field. Councilman Field. Councilwoman Cabrera.
Nothing this evening, sir.
Thank you. Councilwoman Dixon.
Nothing tonight, Mr. President.
Thank you. Councilman Spadola.
Nothing tonight, Council President.
Thank you. Councilwoman Walsh.
Yes, I have two for introduction, please.
Ordinance number 21-026, agenda number 0060, an ordinance to authorize and approve contract 22009 PD between the City of Wilmington and Graves Uniforms LLC for police clothing.
First reading of the ordinance.
An ordinance to authorize and approve contract 22009 PD between the City of Wilmington and Graves Uniforms LLC for police clothing.
Second reading of the ordinance.
Mr. President, I move that be known as first and second reading of that ordinance and refer to the Public Safety Committee, please.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that be known as the first and second reading of the ordinance and referred to the Public Safety Committee. You may continue, Councilwoman Walsh. Your next one.
I have another ordinance to present.
Thank you.
Ordinance 21-027, agenda number 0061. An ordinance to authorize and approve an agreement between the City of Wilmington and Axon Enterprise, Inc. for tasers and related services.
First reading of the ordinance.
An ordinance to authorize and approve an agreement between the City of Wilmington and Axon Enterprise, Inc. for tasers and related services.
Second reading of the ordinance.
President, I move that it be known as the second reading of that ordinance and refer to the Public Safety Committee.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded that be known as the first and second reading of the ordinance and refer to the Public Safety Committee.
That's all I have this evening. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Councilwoman Walsh. At this time, we will go to petitions and communications. Councilwoman Gray.
Thank you, Mr. President. Unfortunately, the vaccination that was scheduled for tomorrow at the Powell Center has been canceled for lack of interest. There were only 30 people that signed up, and we could only find about 13 of them. But I was assured, as much as I could be, that the 13 that did sign up and get appointments will be contacted and sent to private physicians, private practices, whether they are a patient of that practice or not, to get their vaccination. So I just wanted to announce that. That's it for this evening. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilwoman Gray. Just a friendly reminder for council members to please mute your microphones. Councilwoman Darby. Councilwoman Darby.
Yes, President.
Is any petition or communications for this evening?
No, none.
Okay, thank you. Councilwoman Oliver. Councilwoman Oliver. We can circle back. Councilwoman Fields.
I just have a small one. They are having music in the park. DJ Tim Dog is going to be at Helen Chambers Park this evening. It might be ending in the next 45 minutes, but they're having music in the park at Helen Chambers Park this evening. Other than that, I have nothing else, Council President.
Thank you, Councilwoman Fields. Councilwoman McCoy.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just wanted to remind those who maybe are looking at my social media posts that Westside Girls Together looks like they're partnering with a Network Connect, and they're having a teen town hall this Saturday from 1 to 4 p.m. There is a RSVP. You have to email Sierra Hall at networkconnect.org. And then also, just to remind people that I'm trying to find out who actually wants to do a community cleanup or community project for May 15th. Tomorrow is the last day. So far, I have 2 communities who are signed up, and then I'm still waiting for 2 more. So I look forward to hearing from you and find out exactly what will be a great project for your area for next week. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman McCoy. Councilman Field.
Nothing to add tonight, President Congo.
Thank you. Councilwoman Carrera.
Yes, Mr. President, I would just like to wish all the mothers out there a very happy Mother's Day as we remember our moms. Some of us will be spending Mother's Day without their mothers, but for anyone out there who just has a special woman in their life who has been like a mother to them, biological or not, women are the ones who heal the world, and moms are very special. So just remember to tell your mom that you love them, and grandma. Some people will not have their loved ones this pandemic and brought a lot of heartache. So we just want to celebrate the people that are here. Remember those that are gone. Remember to hug and love your children. I want to report that Vinny is back to school, and he seems to be doing so much better and seems so much happier. So it's I think we're soon to return to normal, but that's really dependent on you taking those vaccines. I mean, if you're unsure, call, ask, talk to someone who has gotten the vaccine. There's just so much misinformation out there. And honestly, the sooner that we get vaccinated, the sooner we can go back to what was some type of normalcy with a little more love in our hearts for our fellow man. So just don't sit out, go out there. I can't believe that they're canceling a vaccine event because people didn't sign up. Shame on us. Let's do better to get the word out there. Thank you so much. Be blessed.
Thank you, Councilwoman Carrera. Councilwoman Dixon.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just had a quick announcement off of the Open Streets Wilmington as being part of one of the steering committee members for that. Just also wanted to just kind of give the actual date for everyone to know. So it's Saturday, May 15th, and it's from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. and it will be downtown Market Street. Of course, still have to wear your mask and social distancing. It will be enforced and it'll be throughout the weeks. As Laura had already alluded to on our website. And there's also a Facebook page as well for Open Streets Wilmington. There'll be activities, giveaways, bring your pets. It's a family-friendly event. It is car-free, where you can also walk, bike, and it will happen rain or shine. So I just wanted to invite folks to that. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Dixon. Councilman Spadola.
Thank you, Council President. Just wanted to share looking forward to the city cleanup next Saturday. The Delaware Avenue Community Association is having a cleanup at 9 o'clock at Kelly's Logan House. Anybody is welcome to join. And looking forward to going to Open Streets after that. And yeah, that's all I have tonight. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Councilman Spadola. Councilwoman Walsh.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. President. I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'm just going to circle back to Councilwoman Oliver. All right, just have a few announcements. First, from the Alliance for Watershed Education. They are having several job opportunities for this summer. They want you to make this summer memorable and fun with a paid job connecting you with your community and nature. The Delaware River Watershed Fellowship is a paid 12-week position from June to August with the First State National Historic Park, which is based in Wilmington. You can earn you earn $15 an hour. Applicants must be 18 by June 1st of this year. You have 3-day training. And you will be able to develop professional work experience. So for more information, please call us here at City Council at 302-576-2140. Our number is 302-576-2140. Also want to wish everyone a happy Mother's Day this Sunday. Also want to, I'm sure everyone has already heard, but our police department will start to receive body cameras within the next few weeks. I believe starting in June, even before that, I think by first week in June or the second week in June, all of our Wilmington Police Department officers should have body-worn cameras. Just want to thank everyone on council, the administration, Chief Tracy for making this happen, and the community especially. If anyone has any feedback for us or how we can do things a little differently, a little better here at City Council, please call us at 576-2140. Want to thank everyone who joined us for our budget hearings over the past several weeks. Hopefully you were able to get some knowledge on how our city is spending your tax money. And we appreciate the feedback, and we are still continuing to accept feedback. So if you do have any questions about or concerns about the budget, just give us a call here at City Council. We'll make sure that we address them. Also, with that, I will accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carried, meeting adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Good night.